Okay, my name is Travis Harper,
And my name is Jack Brown.
and we did what we call Project Pickup Truck.
Yeah. All right, so we start off with the product description. So we're gonna start off with some of our legacy items. Our first item was the Ford F-150. It's one of Ford's flagship trucks. And next is gonna be the Ford F-250. And next is gonna be the Ford F-350. And last but not least is the Ford Ranger.
Yep, and then for our new items, we did the competitor to Ford, which is Chevy. We got a Chevy 1500, Chevy 2500, Chevy 3500, and the Chevy Colorado. And we were able to, we just picked Ford and Chevy because they're super common here. And it's going to be interesting to kind of see which ones are the best based on the data.
Yeah, they're also two American trucks, so they compare well against each other versus a foreign truck and American truck.
Okay, so our methodology explanation, we decided to compare different models of pickup trucks from two very popular truck manufacturers, Ford and Chevy. We have 8 different truck models, 4 Fords and 4 Chevys. Basically, we're taking data from the Excel files from year 2022, and we're looking to find the lowest standard deviation and the lowest coefficient variable out of all 8 options. Basically, once we find that lowest, the lowest variables, it will give us the data we need to determine which truck is the most popular and which one is proven to be the most reliable. In our situation, risk adverse means that we want to choose the 2 trucks with the lowest variables to market them, and we will have a higher chance of selling more trucks with a lower risk of losing money in the marketing process. In the next slide, we got some graphs and explanations showing which of the 8 trucks has the lowest standard deviation and the lowest coefficient variable, which will most likely be the truck purchased by a consumer out of all 8 of these options. So that's why we choose to market those 2, because we just want to advertise the truck that's going to be most likely to be purchased, which means we're going to be less risk adverse.
All right, so here's some of our data slash lowest variables. So we went with new item C, which is the Chevy 3500. And as you can see, it has one of the lowest coefficient variables, and the standard deviation is also the lowest in its class. So we really felt like that would be the best truck to represent our brand. And that's because it's just risk adverse for our company, and we know that it's going to sell and we don't have to take any risks on selling this truck. Yeah. And the next item is going to be new item D, which is the Chevy Colorado. And it also has a very low coefficient variable and a very low standard deviation. So it's going to be coefficient variable of 19 and standard deviation of 3.35. And these numbers are also very low, so this is why we chose these 2 products.
Yep. Yep, these ones were the easiest choice because, like we said in the previous slide, the lower the numbers, the lower the coefficient variable and standard deviation. It's proven to be the most common sold out of all the trucks, all 8, and then also the one that's been most reliable with the least amount of documented returns to the dealership for service work.
Yeah.
And then this next slide, we got the other data that wouldn't fit on this one.
Yeah, so we're going to have the standard deviation data, so that'll give us a better idea of kind of the numbers we showed you on the last slide. So this is just going to show the standard deviations of the 2 trucks as well as all of our data that compares to it.
Yep.
And then also here we have the mean product data, and that's going to kind of just give you the averages for each truck. We just want to add that because it helps you give a better idea of our decision-making process.
Yep. Okay, so in conclusion, based on the data we have found and observed, we decided that the new item C, which is the Chevy 3500, and the new item D, which is the Chevy Colorado, are the 2 trucks that we want to market to the public. Our analysis provided us with the information needed to make this decision. Out of all 8 of the items, new item C and new item D have the lowest coefficient variable as well as the lowest standard deviation, which, like we said earlier, means that we have the highest chance of selling these and the lowest risk possible in losing the money that we spend to advertise them. We also, from that data, we were able to decide that they're the most popular trucks sold amongst consumers, as well as the most reliable, as they had less documented problems compared to all the other trucks we analyzed, which there was 6 other ones. So the best 2 were the new item C and D. And that is our presentation. Thanks for a great semester. We hope to see you soon, maybe.
Thank you.